Hello, fourth graders. Here's our next language lesson. This is page 227, reviewing parts of speech. So we're finished learning about how to use a dictionary, and this upcoming week we'll be going over a lot of just review of things we've learned uh, this past year, all the 8 different parts of speech, and so on. So it's going to be a little bit hard to actually show you how to do each one of these because there's so much to cover. But just remember that um, on the back of your page, back of your language book, you have a handbook that explains each of the parts of speech in more detail and gives you a summary. And those pages will actually help you a lot um, on this worksheet here. So those are pages 269 through 270. All right. So pages 269 to 270 has all eight parts of speech, and it will explain to you and remind you what each of them are in better detail. But I really like this quick clues here. It's a really good quick summary of what each of those parts of speech does, like a noun, names, right? Names, person, place, or thing. Yeah, verbs show actions or state of being. Pronouns take the place of a noun, and so on. These are very brief, so you definitely need more detail than this. So I would go to page 269 to 270 to just find out in more details what each of these parts of speech does. All right, so let's do the first one together. It says nouns can be common or blank. So if you don't remember what the two types of nouns are, they can be common or what. So you can go to page 270 and just look at um, you see how they have this labeled, right? The parts of speech. There's the letter next to them. Okay, so this one starts here on this page. So this is a verb. The next one is a noun, and pronoun, adjective. Yeah. So it's asking you about it's asking you about nouns. All right. So good place to look up is nouns on page 270. So it says nouns can be common or what. So just keep reading. Noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. A common noun names a person, place, thing, or idea, but does not say what particular one. Some examples here. A proper noun names a special person, place, or thing and always begins with a capital letter. So what are two types of nouns? So it already mentions common here, right? Here's common noun. What's the other type of noun? A proper noun. So our answer here is proper or proper. So that's pretty much what you will need to do. You will need to go look at pages 269 to 270. Just look up under the section is asking you about. So these next ones here are asking you about verbs. Okay, so you would need to look up verbs. I believe that's on page. So on page 269, there's a whole page on verbs that you can see and look up. It's going to help you a lot in answering these questions. All right. Yeah. So many blank and an ly. So what part of speech, you know, many of them, and what parts of speech ends in ly, have words that end in ly. Okay. And this one's talk about adjectives, so look under adjectives. Adverbs is number 7, so look under adverbs. Number 8 is talk about prepositions. And then number 9, talking about conjunctions. All right, so let's look at it again. Let's look at these pages. It'll help you answer the questions. Bank B, underline the verb twice and the subject once. Draw an arrow from each adjective or adverb the word defines. Diagram the sentence on notebook paper. Okay, so let's do the first one together. All right, it says my mom can sing very beautifully. So underline the verb twice and the subject once. So let's look for the verb. My mom can sing very beautifully. So what is the verb in the sentence? What's the action here? So verbs are shows action or state of being. Sing, okay, is our verb because that's the actions happening. Who sing? Who can sing? Mom can sing. So mom's the subject. So subject is the person doing the verb. Okay, so draw an arrow from each adjective or adverb to word it modifies. All right, so what are some, let's see, are you looking for adjectives and adverbs? Drawing arrows for those. So my is an adjective describing mom. Can sing very beautifully. So sing beautifully. So beautifully describing sing. And very is describe. It's a adverb describing beautifully. Sing, and also beautiful is also describing can, right? Can sing beautifully. Okay. All right. So diagram the sentence on notebook paper. So what you would need to do, let's do it on here. Image. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. All right, so let's make this bigger. Okay. Okay, so number one, so mom can sing very beautifully. So first, draw a line for how many subjects, right? So there's one subject here. How many verbs? Only one verb here. So we know it's just gonna be a straight line. So mom is the subject. Verb is sing. And some of the adjectives for mom is my. And for sing, the verbs are, it's can sing. So the one verb is beautifully. And beautifully has a adverb next to it, okay? So you would write very, okay? All right, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, free to ask. Take care.